In this video, I'll be showing you how you can write hyper-personalized emails for free, and we're going to be using N8N to build a system that does just that. So if you're wondering why do we need the system, so if you're someone who runs cold email campaigns, then this video is just for you, and I'll promise you'll definitely find this video helpful. I think personalized emails increases your open and reply rates because these emails feel a lot more natural. This actually feels like these were written by a human and not generic. And also builds your trust and credibility, and you stand out from the competition. And by standout, I mean that most of the email campaigns that people run are usually generic emails, and they usually use their first name and the company name as their main personalization key point, but that's just not enough in 2025 or 2026. All right, so this is the automation that's responsible for crafting hyper personalized emails. So I start explaining the automation. I'd like to use this list as an example for this video. So I got this list from Apify. Now there's like around 600 leads over here. So let's say I want to write hyper personalized emails for each and every lead based on the data that I have, such as the company's description, the company size, the revenue. All right, I want to use this information wisely. I will make each email hyper personalized. It should feel like a person wrote each and every email, right? So in that case, so let's say I head over to this automation and then I click on execute workflow. So what it's going to do is basically it's going to extract all the leads from Google Sheets, and then it'll basically get all the leads from Google Sheets, and then it's going to pass all the leads one by one to this AI agent, and this AI agent will basically run all the queries, such as it will process all the information in batches and then pass it over and then update it over in Google Sheets. I'm gonna stop this for now because there's like 600 leads over here, so it's gonna run around 600 times, of course. But let me show you an example as to how the output will actually look like. So if I head over to this sheet, so this is the personalized output over here, and I use this for myself, hence you're seeing this output. All right, this is not the output of the execution that I just did. All right, so if you click on over here, you can see that hi Ramsey, Mortis Maven Capital helps CFOs and private equity teams at financial services. I know a few who can get good investment opportunities. You can go through this, but let's see if I click on this email, then Notice Abundant helps investors at financial service firm. I know a few who can't find good returns without risking their money or waste hours trying to understand where their investments go. The main point that I'm trying to make here by going through this is that each email, like once you run this scenario yourself, you'll realize that each and every email is actually different. Like format, the style, the writing style might be the same, but their pain points, the outcomes that these emails are stating is actually different. All right, so you can see that I have all the lists over here for all of these emails. So these are all hyper personalized email, and let's say as this is done, so what I can do is I can just export this Google Sheets and then I can just plug it into my instantly campaigns, and then I'm just good to go. All right, so that's how simple it is. Let's just head back to this workflow over here. So we're going to be using this node to actually get all the leads from Google Sheets. So you're going to be connecting the Google Sheets where you want to send the personalized emails from. So you're going to be selecting your Google Sheets over here, click on over here, and then once you've selected the Google Sheets, you have to of course execute this step to make sure that you're getting the output and you're passing it over to the next node over here. So before you do that, you can just click on here, pin data, just pin this out, and then you can use it for the next node over here. All right, so I'm not going to be building this out from scratch, but I'll just be going through this over so that you guys can understand this in a more simpler way. So this is the main AI agent over here, and this AI agent is responsible for crafting all the personalized emails. So let me just go through this. So you must return this exact format. So notice clean company name. By the way, we're stating this as clean company name because we want to ensure that all the company names are properly cleared out, such as the LLC, the LTD, all of that is just removed and it looks like a proper company name when we use it in our emails. All right, so helps job titles at company name. I know a few who pin description. So and then these are the rules over here. Clean company name is basically we're just trying to get rid of the LLC, the INC, all of that. And then job titles are like CFO, store managers. This is my email copy, but of course if you have a different copy, of course you have a different copy, so you can just plug this into Gemini, and then you can just copy and paste this prompt to Gemini, and then you can just ask Gemini to create a prompt for this AI agent based on your outreach copy. Right, and Gemini will do it just fine. or you can use ChatGPT as well. But anyways, then we're sharing an example of a copy that we would like to have. Like this is basically one-shot prompting. By the way, you just give the AI an example as to what type of output you exactly want from it, and then you're good to go. I mean, this basically increases the accuracy of your output significantly. And then over here, we're just passing along all the data over here. So you can see that the component name, we can just drag and pull this out over here. But as this is already done, as this is already ready-made, so this is how it looks like. So this is a company, and then the industry, and then the size. And if you're wondering where I got this all from here, from Google Sheets, of course. And then the company size, the description, the revenue. So we're feeding the AI with all this data, and we're asking it to create an email like this one, which will be used for our email campaigns, right? So once that's done, we're gonna be heading over to the next node. And what this does, basically it creates the finalized version of our copy, right? So if you notice in the previous node, we didn't use any greetings at all, such as hi, first name, or anything, right? So in that case, this is where we're plugging all of that over here. We're just using the hi first name, and we're getting this first name from Google Sheets, by the way. And then this is where we're importing our output over here. And this is the AI agent node over here. And we're getting this output from this AI agent node. Now, the reason that it looks like this is because I haven't executed this node, by the way. I mean, like, to finish the execution, it's gonna have to run a couple of hundred times, and it's gonna take a while. But if you test this out by yourself, let's say if you have a lead list of, let's say, 10 or 20 leads, just test this out while you're building this out, this automation. You can go through it, and you'll see that this is you're getting this output from the AI agent. And then you can just write the final line, such as worth intro. This is my email copy, of course, but you can just edit it out the way you want. But basically, this node is just creating the final version of the email copy, which will be directly plugged in into Google Sheets. So once we get the final copy of over here, such as hi first name, and then this is the AI output, which is the main output from the AI agent node, and the AI agent is gonna spit out an output such as, noticed you are struggling with this because of this, we can help you with this and this, something like that, right? So, and then you can just give out your CTA, such as what the quick chat or something, and then yeah, basically that's it. And then we're gonna be passing this main email copy over here to this Google Sheets over here, and what it's gonna do is basically it's going to be updating the main Google Sheet, and we're gonna be using the row number from Google Sheets as our main matching number. So this, now if you import this template by yourself, and you can find the template in the description of this video, by the way. So let's say if you import this template, I don't think you have to manually map all the values together over here. I think you'll be pretty much good to go. It's simple workflow anyways. So this is the main copy, by the way, and we're getting this from this module over here, the edit fields. And like I said, I haven't ran this scenario, I haven't ran this workflow, because it's gonna take a while to execute all of them at once. But once you're testing it out, once you know, you ran this node by yourself, you'll be able to see the output over here. You'll be able to see the output just over here, and then you can just pull the output and then just drag and set it out over here, and then you're good to go. If you execute this workflow, and like I said, as it's using this Google Sheets as an example, as it's using this sheets, it has a pretty long list of leads, but let me just stop this out over here. And once this workflow has been executed, like for all the number of leads presented in this sheet, so it's gonna be spitting out the output like this ones that you just saw initially, right? So if I'm being honest with you guys, I've been using this for my campaigns on Instantly, and I'm getting pretty good results, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, it's not bad. I think it's definitely worth a shot, and you can just, of course, test this out in many ways. Like, if you want, you can be a lot flexible with this prompt over here. Maybe let's say you have a list of leads, and you have a good set of enrichments as well. So you can use this enrichments out over here, you know, pass all the information to this AI agent, and then just play around with this prompt to see what type of like email copies works best for you. And then yeah, I mean, I think that this is a really good alternative instead of using Clay and other services that helps you personalize your emails. Of course, they're good in their own ways, definitely, but I think that you know, maybe you're not budget, or maybe you want to just have something set up real quick, and something that actually works, then I think that this automation would work just fine for you. So anyways, this is it for today's video. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you're a business owner who's interested in AI and you want to implement AI in your business but you're not sure how, then there's a link in the description below. You can work with me if you're interested. We can have a quick chat as to how your business is operating and see if we're a good fit for each other. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.